Well, hello again there, guys. Brian here at 3TR, and I have kind of a somewhat what I like to call an anti-rumor rant. This isn't necessarily me talking about something that's been confirmed, but there's been a lot of rumors flowing around the internet about a certain Superman villain, and the fact that there is a chance that he might be in the next Batman vs. Superman film, and I just feel like I want to share my thoughts. Now, if you haven't already read the title, basically, there is a rumor going around the internet stating that Doomsday is going to be in Batman vs. Superman. And I personally think this is an absolutely terrible idea. I do not support this, especially from what I've heard how they're going to create him, which, for those of you that don't know, apparently Lex is going to get a hold of Zod's body, and from that's where we're going to get the blueprint to build Doomsday. Here's the problem. I think that this movie has a bit too ambition. I think it's biting off a little bit more than it can chew. Now, remember, this is supposed to be the setup film for the Justice League movie. Now, my biggest concern about this film was that this was not just going to be about Batman vs. Superman. I did a whole video with another great YouTuber kind of talking about what this movie had to mean and why it was important for Batman and Superman to fight. And then they threw in Wonder Woman. And then they're throwing in Aquaman. And then there's rumors that they might throw in Flash or Green Lantern and Cyborg. They're going to have little cameos. But my biggest concern was, what was the threat going to be that causes Batman and Superman to have to team up? Because Lex by himself, there's no way I would buy that. And then I was wondering, okay, what could there be if we throw in Wonder Woman? Why do we need to bring in Wonder Woman now? And so when someone throws in the idea of Doomsday, you know, that does seem like a plausible situation. Doomsday is incredibly powerful. For those of you that don't know, he is legendarily known for being the one who pretty much killed Superman. No kryptonite, no magic, with his bare hands. And so that seems like a pretty serious threat. My problem is it is way too soon to be bringing in Doomsday. If you are going to bring in Doomsday, it needs to mean something. You don't want to just bring him in to be some stereotypical muscle villain like Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, or heck, Bane from Batman and Robin. I don't want you to do that to my all-time favorite Superman villain. If anything, this is how I would bring in Doomsday. I would bring in Doomsday at Justice League 2. Because, for those of you that don't know, Doomsday is so incredibly powerful that he literally could take on the entire Justice League without Superman and completely dominate them, which is what he did when he first came to Earth in, I believe, the first storyline that introduces Doomsday leading up to the death of Superman's storyline. Actually, I think that is a part of it itself. And so, I think that they need to save this, because just the concept of Batman vs. Superman is a good enough movie alone. If you were going to bring in a secondary villain, for one, I would actually be a little bit surprised if they didn't try to bring in a Batman villain. Because, you know, if you're going to do Batman vs. Superman, you know, it'd be nice to have one person for Superman and one for Batman. I don't know, maybe there's a chance Joker will be in this one. Probably unlikely, but not sure. Another villain I thought they could do is why not Metallo? We're bringing kryptonite into this, and so it makes perfect sense that we make a creature or a robot that can use kryptonite. But maybe Warner Brothers is a little bit iffy about that, because Avengers just had a giant talking robot that makes a bunch of clones of himself and then gets wiped out. Spoiler alert. And so just my whole big issue about bringing in Doomsday is that when it's too soon, it needs to mean something. Because if you're going to have a fight with Doomsday, I don't want anyone else going near Doomsday, the first time around at least, but Superman. This needs to be Superman, Doomsday, against each other only. I don't want Batman and Wonder Woman interfering. In any way, if you were going to actually incorporate the rest of the Justice League and incorporate Doomsday in the same film, the way I would do it is I would set up two threats. You got Doomsday doing this, messing up stuff, and you've got this other bigger threat. And I would suggest that Superman tells the rest of the Justice League to go take care of this other threat. He'll take care of Doomsday. And they succeed in, you know, stopping whatever serious threat happens, and then by the time they get back and try to help Superman, it's already too late, and he's dead, pretty much. And then the films following Justice League 2, which where I would put Doomsday, have those films actually show what Superman's death, how it affects the other members, and how it affects these next films, and then maybe you could bring him back in a future film. But that's just how I would do Doomsday. I think it's just way too soon. They are just stuffing this movie with so much stuff that they think it's going to hold itself together. I mean, it's basically turning into a giant bloated balloon of a film now. I'm so concerned about how this movie is going to turn out. I'm not saying it's not going to be good. I'm not saying that Doomsday is going to be it, but just I hope this rumor is not true. And besides, if Doomsday is in this film, how do you top Doomsday? There may be only 2 other mega galactical villains I can think of that tops Doomsday. And don't even say Darkseid in the comments, because Darkseid is an absolute bitch compared to Doomsday. I mean, as powerful and as badass as Darkseid is, he tried taking on Doomsday before and was completely annihilated by this guy, to the point where even Superman felt bad for Darkseid and helped him. That's how powerful Doomsday is. That's the type of Doomsday I want to see. I don't want to see some lowered down, powered down version of Doomsday created by Lex Luthor made in 5 minutes. No, this needs to be a colossal monster. This needs to be the type of villain that you know, no matter how this ends, something bad is going to happen. Something bad has to happen. That is the purpose. That is what makes Doomsday such an intimidating villain. And to just stuff him in there and just to slide him into this clash of heroes, which we've never had before. That alone would bring people in. You don't need to bring in Doomsday. So again, I hope this rumor is not true. Just any other villain. I understand that Lex Luthor cannot be the ultimate threat. I understand that. But bring in anyone. I hope this rumor is not true, but I would like to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you think it's a stupid idea to bring in Doomsday now? Do you agree with my idea that maybe we should wait till maybe Justice League 2 when we've established a team, we've established these connections, and then the death of Superman, and then we see how it affects the rest of the team? Or who would you like to see as the secondary villain for Batman vs. Superman? Please share your thoughts with me in the comments down below. And if you like this video, feel free to like, comment down below, and please subscribe to check my future videos. And like always, thank you guys for watching. You're awesome, and I'll see you next time.